way to the synagogue, a leader's house, to heal his dying daughter, when an unnamed woman causes an interruption to his progress. What we know about the woman, we know 4 things. The Bible said she was unnamed. We just sang the song, He Knows My Name, amen? But before she had a name, right, she was unnamed. Hallelujah. The second thing is she had a bleeding condition, and the issue had continued for 12 long years. That's a very long time. The third thing is that she had spent all her money on the treatments from many doctors, and nothing had helped her. In fact, the Bible states that the blood issue had only grown worse. My God, my God. We also know that, well, if you don't know, I'm telling you, that the Jewish law declared her to be ceremonially unclean due to her bleeding issue. Yeah. This meant that she would not have been permitted to enter the temple for Jewish religious ceremonies. According to the law, anything or anyone she touched became unclean as well. My God. The fact that she was in the crowd pressing around just means that each person who bumps into her would have become unclean themselves, including Jesus. My God, my God. Well, this is according to the law. But after 12 years of suffering, she was obviously desperate for a miracle. There's a miracle in this room. When she heard about Jesus, she came up behind him in the crowd and touched his cloak. Because she thought, if I just touch his garment, I will be healed. As soon as the woman touches Jesus, her bleeding stops. Lay in the background now. And she knows she's been healed. In an instant, the Bible says, immediately, I love that word, Jesus does what no doctor in 12 years had been able to do. This proves the power of Christ, of course, but it also illustrates an important point about Jesus and the law. Oh my God, in Leviticus 15:31, God says, you must keep the Israelites separate from things that make them unclean, so they will not die in their uncleanness for defiling my dwelling place which is among them. In the Old Testament, the temple was where God dwelt among the Israelites. But in the New Testament, thank God for grace, God dwelt among men in the person of Jesus Christ. Through Jesus, the penalties of the law are reversed, and the contamination of this world had no effect on Christ. The woman did not make Jesus unclean. In fact, he made her clean. Hey, there is a miracle in this room. Hallelujah. Jesus immediately responds to the woman who touched his clothes and was healed. People were pushing and pressing into him from all over. Yet he stops. He turns and he asks, who touched my clothes? My God. The disciples were incredulous, but Jesus knew that healing power had gone out of him. We can't steal a miracle from God. After the woman comes forward and explains herself, Jesus clears up any misconceptions about her healing, saying, that's the part I like, daughter, take a note of that word. Your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering. God is moved to action by our faith. Even when he's in the middle of doing something else. Jesus could have healed the woman and kept on walking to his original destination. Only he and the woman would have known what had taken place. But he did not do that. He stopped what he was doing and acknowledged the result of this woman's faith. Her complete and instantaneous healing. Bless the name of the Lord. Hallelujah. So, I start out with a testimony. Hallelujah. Glory to God. My God, my God. I've also who experienced the miracle of Jesus. Amen?
Amen.
So for those who weren't here, I have to tell it again. Holy Spirit said, tell it again. Amen? Some weeks ago, I testified.
Yes.
The power of the Lord was so strong in my life. I came to church. I didn't really plan to testify. My God. But the Holy Spirit said to me, go and share what I did with you, with the people. Yes. Because who knows that we overcome by the what? The blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Yes. Amen? Yes. So just like this woman, I had an issue. I don't know who don't have an issue, but I had an issue. Yes. My God. So my issue was, as they say, what had happened was, my God, I was coming home that Friday, and my gas light came on in my car. So I know that when the light comes on, you have a couple of miles or whatever to go. But I work all the way up in Golden's Bridge, and it's at least 45-minute drive. So even though I knew that I had a couple of miles to go, I wasn't really sure if it would take me home. However, I started praying. I'm like, Lord, just please let this gas take me home. Let it take me home. Let it take me home. So I got home safely. Praise the Lord. So now I was faced with a couple of things. Amen. I had $44 in my bank account. That's it. 44. And back it up 2 days earlier, before the whole gas situation, I was pulled over by the state trooper on the 684 because my foot was a little heavy on the gas and I was really speeding. So anyways, they pulled me over, but the favor of God would allow the police officer to not give me a ticket for speeding, my God, favor and fear, but he gave me a ticket for parking, incorrectly on the side of the road, whatever it is. I'm glad it was not for the speeding, because that would mean points on my license. So I take it because I was speeding, right? I broke the law, so I knew I was wrong. Amen. But even in my wrongness, if there's such a word, God still showed me favor. So here comes Friday. Because the police pulled me over, it made me look at the stickers on my the registration and the inspection. So normally I never remember. I never remember. I always renew them after the expiration date. But anyway, because I was pulled over, I checked it and I noticed that, oh my goodness, it's expired. So it was expired the same Friday I ran out of the gas. So remember now, I only have $44. And I got pulled over, so I did not want to have a repeat of being pulled over and get another ticket. They would be like, what kind of dangerous person is this? She's just getting tickets and tickets. So I really felt compelled to go get the inspection. So the dilemma is the inspection costs $40. I'm coming, guys, I'm coming. The inspection costs $40. And the gas to fill up my car is $40. So all the mathematicians in here, it doesn't take a smart person to figure out that I'm in the arrears, right? I only have 44 and I need about $80. My God, my God. Not only that, I wanted some groceries and things. You know what I'm saying? I was a little low on groceries and things. So I was torn. What am I going to do with one money? I had all these issues. My God. In the physical, it was impossible. But in the spiritual, God had already met the need. My God! So what had happened was, it was Saturday the next morning. So listen, I'm coming. It's a little, I'm trying to rush it, but it's good. It's good. I tell you, it's good. So Saturday morning comes. I said, you know what? I'm going to go to prayer meeting, because I know if I come to prayer meeting that Jesus is going to be here, because every time I come to prayer meeting on Saturday morning, he's always here. So I said, Lord, you know what, I don't want to stay home and let the devil play tricks on my mind. I want to be in the presence of the Lord. So I got up early, about 5:30, and I took a shower and I got dressed, and I'm coming to prayer meeting. I was so excited, my God. So the thing is, I was still left with the dilemma. So I made the decision to go get the inspection and said, Lord, I'm believing you for the gas. Don't know where it was coming from. I just felt that way. Anyways, So I said the $4 that was remaining, I want to come to prayer meeting, and then after prayer meeting, I'm dressed to go to the mechanic to get the inspection done. So I used the $4, my God, to put some gas. The needle didn't even move. But in my mind, there was $4 gas in there, and I believed in God to come to church and then go to the mechanic. How I was getting back home, I have no clue. My God. So anyways, listen, divine appointment. So I came to church, and because of some strange, abnormal circumstances, this never happened before, I came and Sister Folks was outside, and I said, what you doing out here? Nobody's in there? She said, no. And she started telling me what happened. One person got stuck on their job, the other person, something else happened to them. And then I'm like, really, God? When I'm really coming in here to you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, I said, So I went back home. I had no choice. It was too early to go to the mechanic, so I went back home. And I went home, and I was fully dressed. I was wide awake. I didn't want to sleep anymore. And I sat on my bed, and I just started thinking again about how am I going to make this work? I'm deciding maybe I should change my mind and get the gas, run the risk of driving a whole other week, because I wasn't getting paid until the other week. And, I was just sitting on my bed, and I started messing with my phone, and I was watching something, and then I just heard a little ding coming on my phone, and I a few minutes later, I checked the message. We have to hold on to here. So I checked the message, and my God, the message said, it was from somebody that I knew, and the message said, the Lord has mandated me to sow in your life. Now remember, I only had $40 at this point because I put the $4 gas, right? And I didn't know how I was going to come back. I did not speak to anyone. Because as you all know, I lived by myself, and I just was work to home. It was no church time, so I didn't have time to bump or nothing. I didn't call no family members and nothing. This was just me and Jesus. Lord, my God. And when I read the text a little further, it says the Lord, and that's the word that blessed me. She said, no, are you hearing the words?
Yes.
This is America. I know in Jamaica people look out for other people and things. But this never, look here. She said the Lord has mandated her to sow in me. Really? I stood there for 20 minutes. I was frozen. I'm like, really? And the person went on to say, do not thank me. Do not cry. Come on now. She said, just take it and do what you have to do. I did not speak to anybody. What a miracle. What a God. My God. So listen, it's not done yet. So wait, I'm thinking, maybe she's just going to, I'm like, Lord, is so wonderful. I'm going to get the $80 or whatever. When I check my account, people of God, because digital world, women's reaching my account, because it's like, check your account, God have mercy. So when I check my account, what she said not to, I'm trying to be obedient to her instructions. Because based on how the text meant, I'm thinking, you got to be obedient. It was hard not to say thank you. I forgot what I replied and said, but I was like, what do I have to say something. But anyway, when I checked my account, my God, I could do my inspection. I could put the gas and fill it up. I was behind on some car payment I could make up. Hey! Hallelujah! Nobody can tell me that my God is not real. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! So back to my text. So I had an issue. My God, I had an issue. Physically, it was impossible. But spiritually, God had already solved my issue. I didn't know that, but right? So God had already solved my issue. Now I retraced after. It's so funny when Brother Man asked me to speak. He gave me a scripture, And I prayed on it. I wasn't feeling it, right? So all of a sudden, the Lord directed me to here. And I said, my God, I started thinking about the steps that I took, right, when I was in my issue.
Right.
The first thing I wanted to do was come to the house of the Lord because I knew He was going to be here.
Yes, yes.
So I know within myself that I know it's impossible. Anybody would know it's impossible. And I was just believing God. I knew if I came to study the morning prayer that I was going to meet Jesus here. The woman with the issue of blood went where she knew Jesus would be. Hey! Hallelujah! When you are desperate enough, you will find the time to do whatever it takes to do what you have to do. When you are desperate enough, you will run here on a Saturday morning. My God, right into the arms of our Savior. When you are desperate enough, because sometimes I do this, you will go to work very, very early to be the first one in the office to blood up the place before everybody else gets there. Oh my God, desperation will lead you to your destiny. Desperation will cause you to fulfill your purpose. Hallelujah. The Bible said she suffered many things. My God, I believe that she most likely maybe lost some pride. My God, she maybe lost some self-esteem. She maybe lost a little joy, her normal way of life because of her issue. And not only did she have an issue, but in the time that she lived in, she was considered to be unclean. She probably stayed locked away in her house. My God, my God. It's like if she wanted to order something, if it was 2019, she probably would have to order it online because she can't even step outside her house. My God, if she felt like eating some restaurant food, she would have dialed Uber Eats to drop the food off at her house. My God. And she would have said to Mr. Uber, please drop it at the door because she cannot be seen because she was considered unclean. But little did she know that during the whole 12 years and even before she was born, God was fixing to send His Son by the name of Jesus Christ. Before the foundation of the earth, there was already a remedy for our issue. Can somebody there is already a remedy for your issue? In the name of Jesus, there was something, there's already a remedy for our issue. Jesus is the remedy. No other man can fix your issue. No crystal ball can fix your issue. No great education can fix your issue. Because Jesus, I feel a praise break. Jesus is the remedy. Hey, no matter what you are going through this morning, the Spirit of the Lord is saying, oh, Jesus. Jesus is the remedy. My God, we are overcoming. We are overcoming against the odds this morning. Oh, and I put a little subtitle. Your miracle is tied up in your obedience. Oh, hallelujah. Help me hear somebody. Oh, bless the name of Jesus. You overcome by the word of your testimony. Now, what is a testimony? Excuse me. In the law, testimony is a form of evidence. My God. That is obtained from a witness who makes a solemn statement or declaration of fact. Their experience in the examination of the evidence or relevant facts in the case. In the court of law, when you testify, my God, that testimony can free someone or it can convict someone. My God, as a child of God, when you testify, it can free someone.
Yes.
My God, I'm never tired to hear Brother Mark's testimony. Mighty God, he said as he testified many times that he was before the judge, my God, in the courtroom, facing prison time. My God, but God delivered him out of that situation. Can you imagine being in front of a judge in the court of law? My God, facing prison time. Every time he testified, it's like I am free one more time. You must testify of the goodness of Jesus, because when you do that, someone could have came in here downcast, worried and concerned about their situation, but you can set them free by your testimony. Hallelujah. Now if I should look at my issue, my God, the testimony definition says is a form of evidence that is obtained from a witness. My God, I was the witness. Amen. And the evidence was my empty gas tank, my God, and my lack of bank account, mighty God. They're experiencing examination of the evidence of relevant facts. So let us examine the case. Okay? You can go to my car, you open the gas tank, you put a stick in there or something, the thing that they check the oil, I don't know, something to let you know that it's empty. I could have signed onto my bank account right on my phone and I could show it to you. No money. My God. So you had the evidence, and you had the witness, and you had the facts. My God, the only difference is my Jesus was the solution. My Jesus was and is the remedy. My God. Now, I took the liberty. I have to walk with my nose. I took the liberty, right, of rewriting my little text today.
Yes.
So this is my text in 2019.
Yes.
Bless the name of the Lord. This is the 2019 version of how the conversation with this woman, probably what she had with herself. Right, so first of all, let's put things into perspective. The Bible said she had this issue, right? For 12 long years. We're going over facts and examining evidence, right?
Yes.
She had an issue for 12 long years.
Yes.
And let's just be clear, that is a very long time.
Yes.
To be bleeding, my God. No, as a woman, I have some idea of what it could be like.
Yes.
Because during a woman's regular monthly situation,
Yes.
right, which lasts for an average of about 5 to 7 days, it can get real ugly. My God. I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for myself. You see, 7 days comes with a lot of stuff.
Yes.
My God.
Right,
You have to be very hygienic.
That's right.
You must be able to keep yourself super clean, that's what I wrote here. Because if you don't, that blood carries a smell. My God. And people around you will smell you. So it's a whole regimen every month for us ladies. For us women every month. My God, I can't imagine.
12 years.
12 long years.
Oh my God.
12 long years. For some women, and I'm one of them, for the first 2 or 3 days, I feel like somebody's saying this is gross. No, it's in the Bible. I'm speaking the word. So for the first 2 and 3 days, you get extreme cramps. Sometimes you find yourself in the fetal position. My God, and guess what? In the midst of all of this, you have to forget about the pain because you have to get up and you got to go to work. My God. Sometimes the Spirit of the Lord is saying you have have to forget about the pain. Hey, God Almighty! I can't call into my work every month for 2 times every month. I better get up, get dressed, and go do my thing. My God, this thing happens. My God, and he stood, and you know what? It's just, it's very painful. So can you imagine 12 long years? Not only does it give you cramps, it makes you slouchy, you're weak, you're nauseous. My God, a whole bunch of stuff. My God. Because all this happened because Eve got eat the apple. I mean, this is ridiculous. And a whole lot more symptoms. Imagine going through this for 12 long years. My God. The only good thing though, we're in 2019. Remember, I'm doing this 19. We have pills and drugs. Hey! Thank God for grace and mercy. I don't know if there was any bush or anything that they could use back then, but I thank God for some Tylenol and some Advil and some with a little blue one here. That's right, because they said that one worked really good. My God, Lord have mercy. We have the best situations to deal with our situations. When you go into the supermarket, you can choose from this, that, and the other, whatever fit. And yes, we have it in 2019. Can you imagine back then, in that dispensation, she probably had to wear something like nappy. My God. People don't even use that anymore. Remember when you used to use that when babies? My God. You know, we have pampers and things and wipes and all that, and not only that, they come with scented. My God. Isn't God good that we are not back in the time of the woman with the issue? My God. Can you imagine? Her order was to keep herself clean, and then she probably had to remain in her house all the time because she was considered to be unclean. In 2019, she would have been called the woman with the issue that has been shut in. My God. And you know, they would say, oh, you know, we have to visit the shut-ins. My God. Because she couldn't leave her house. Can you imagine? You can't imagine. My God, she probably would have to use Amazon to order stuff because she can't leave her house. 2019 we're living in. She probably would call ShopRite to get meat stuff. Because I was watching the TV and they said, you know, ShopRite deliver and all them things. So the woman would have had to have, she would have to have done that. If she didn't feel like cooking, like I said, she ordered in some Uber Eats. My God. It sounds to me like she didn't just have one issue, but she had many issues as a domino effect from her bleeding issue. My God. But God, the Bible said, listen to this, ready for this? My God, I love this part. The Bible said, the Bible said, I'm going to sing it. She heard about a man named Jesus. My God. We're talking about overcoming against the odds. My God. The Bible did not say that she knew him, but it just said that she heard about him. And this reminded me of Rahab. My God. My God. Ahab was already prepared to help the men because all she did was heard about their God. My God, and her faith and belief in the God that she never met. She only heard. The Bible said faith cometh by hearing and hearing by the word of God. Hey! My God! Now Jesus was the word and is the word. And the Bible said she heard about the word. My God. This is how that conversation went. Listen up, people. This is how the conversation went. My God. She said, this is 2019, don't forget. No, God. I've been going through this for 12 long years now. And I have heard about all the miracles you have been doing. My God. You have been going all around from city to city, healing blind man, telling people to take up their bed and walk, raising people from the dead, feeding hungry people with just 5 fishes and 2 loaves of bread. God, if you can do it for those people, you can do it for me. She only heard about the man. My God, she heard about the word. My God. Now I heard that this Jesus, this is her, she's talking, is going to be at 198 West 1st Street. My God, my God. He will be healing and delivering. Some people today. He will be cleaning them up. My God, so I need to make my way there. Because God, I can't go on with this issue any longer. And God, I know the odds are against me, but I am an overcomer. Because you have already overcome the world. So in the words of Esther, my favorite girl,
That's right.
she said, if I perish, I perish, but I must see the King.
That's right.
Remember, this is 2019.
Yes.
Tamala man sings a song that says, take me to the King. My God, I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. Here is my offering. Another verse says, I'm all church out, hurt and abused, but just take me to the King. My God, because I know that the King Jesus have the remedy. Hallelujah. What do you have to offer him today?
Yes.
Some of us have nothing but broken pieces.
My God.
But with those broken pieces,
Yes.
he can and will make something beautiful out of your life. So after she had this conversation now, we're in 2019, she proceeded to get dressed. Yes, she was getting dressed. So, I'm getting dressed. Hallelujah. She was considered to be unclean. Amen? She was getting dressed. The odds were stacked up against her.
Yes.
My God, she probably was saying, hold on. She probably was saying, she's getting dressed now. She's like, Lord, I know that if I leave this house, she's disguising herself now, remember me. She said, Lord, I know that I could be stoned. Yes, God.
Yes.
I know that I'm going to be mocked and jeered. The odds were stacked up against her. She probably had that terrible smell that the blood carries. But the fact of the matter is, she was constantly bleeding for 12 long years. And she decided, after she heard about Jesus, that I must see the King. So she started getting ready. She heard that he was coming to 198 West 1st Street. And this is my version of her disguise. Overcoming against me odds. Yes, God, I hear you, Holy Ghost. Can I borrow you for a second? Hold on for you in there. Yay! Maroshe. This is the best I think I can do, but I'm in disguise, amen? And she believing. Yes, she's bleeding. She in her disguise, my God. And in her mind, she's thinking, yes, they can kill me. But Brother Mark is Jesus, amen? You're all of the crowd. Hey! Hey, Kandaraboshe. My God, remember the Bible said she crawled. My God. The crowd was backing up against her. Hey! Someone just hit on me, but I must see the King. Oh, Kandaraboshe. Somebody just bounced on me, but I must see the King. Yes, God. Help me, Holy Ghost. Oh God, let me finish this. Let me finish this assignment. Oh God, I feel the anointing. Oh God. And the Bible also said immediately. The power was gone out of him. When he felt the woman touch him. I often wonder why the power was gone from him. I'm no expert or anything, right? But while I was studying and preparing, the Holy Spirit brings to my mind the process of dialysis, right? My God. When you go to the dialysis to get the treatment, I believe what they do is they drain your body of the blood, my God. My God, and then they fix it up and then pump it back. My God, I feel like when she touched him, a blood transfusion took place. My God, and Jesus said, what? All the power has gone out of him. That's how much her faith was strong. Mado Shendai, she caused the living word to move. My God, the Spirit of the Lord is saying, if you seek me, you shall find me. If you have faith enough, just as a mustard seed. Wait a minute, pause. This also got my attention. The Bible says, if you have faith, right? Just as small. Listen, it don't take much. The woman said, if I could just touch. Look here. She didn't even make skin contact, you know? My God.
Yes.
She didn't even. You ever hug somebody and they really need a hug and feel release? But the Bible says she hugged them. That is so deep. Back in the day, the Jewish people, the men, they wore the clothing and they were the tassels. My God. Yes, God, at the end of it. My God, and that's all she touched. My God, it don't take much, people of God. Why are you sitting down with your problems?
Yes. Hallelujah. Yes, Lord.
When you have access to the King, my God, He already shed His blood on Calvary. What are you waiting for? There is a miracle in this room. Look here. This is what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. There is a miracle in this. Right? Yes, sir. Because maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. There's a miracle right here with Nadine's name on it. With Ingrid's name on it. With Minister's bed name on it. With Sister Marnie. Come on, I can't call everybody here. You get the picture?
Yes.
So, don't leave out of here today without the miracle. My God, that word immediately with me, which means at once, instantly, right now, promptly, and directly. In Jamaica, when we say live and direct, you get that in there. My God, my God. There is going to be some immediate miracles in your life. There is going to be some immediate miracles, my God, in your life and my life. But guess what? You're going to have to move people. You're going to have to get up. If you have to disguise yourself like the woman disguised herself, if you have to take some stand up and finger and kick and thump and whatever, but you have to move. My God, there's a song that says, this is a move. We need a move.
Yes.
This is a move. We need a move. You have to know when there is a move of God so that you can act at the right time. My God, so the move don't leave you. My God, your miracle is tied up in your obedience. What is the Spirit of the Lord unctioning you to do and are you on today? When Paul and Silas was in prison.
Yes.
My God, remember that?
Yes.
So, brief rundown of the story. So, Paul and Silas, right? They were preaching and tell people about God and everything. And so this bright woman, right? We could call her a sidekick. So she was like, oh yeah, these are the men of God preaching the word, whatever. And she was annoying Paul. So Paul just rebuked the demon unto her. And she couldn't do her little predictions them no more. So her master get mad and say, oh, they must spread propaganda in her room.
That's right. Yes.
My God.
Yes.
So they were forced to imprison
Yes.
brothers and sisters.
In prison.
But when they were in a prison,
Hey.
yes, God, the Bible said they were singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. And then, here I come already again. Suddenly, immediately, there was a violent earthquake that shook the foundation of the prison. My God, my God, God is going to shake the foundation of your problems. My God, but you have to move. Move out of your situation. Move forward out of your problems. So that God can solve them. You need to move. My God, I don't know where you need to move from. I moved about 3 times in the last 2 years. My God, my God. I just kept moving. My God, but my circumstances don't stop me, amen. My God, I was living in York. Then I moved to Bridgeport. My God, then now I'm in Mount Vernon. I don't know where the next move is, but when the Spirit of the Lord said to move, you've got to believe I am going to move. My God. Maybe there's a man or a woman that you need to leave alone. I'm in none of your business. I'm just saying. That is what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. You have to move. So if you have to leave somebody behind, you have to move. My God, my God. Your destiny is tied up in your obedience. Your miracle is tied up in your obedience. And guess what? Your destiny already knows that you're coming.
Hey.
Your destiny already knows you're. Excuse me. Okay, young people, let me just put this in this analogy for you. I was listening to Miles Monroe, he's a very deep speaker.
Yes.
God rest his may so rest in peace.
Yes.
But I was listening to him, and he was saying that parents, right, they want good destinies for their children. So, as a banker, there are different products that you can save for college for kids, right? So the parents come and then put them in little something, because they're believing in you as young people, right? They want your destinies to be fulfilled. So one of the things they do is they prepare for the years of college. And so what he was saying is that those destinies are already carved out for you guys. Your parents are already preparing for the college years because they want you to be good men and women in society.
Amen.
But what am I saying? You can miss the destiny.
That's right.
Because if you go to college and go knock head with the wrong people,
That's right.
and do wrong things, all the amount of money they save if you don't study, my God,
right.
and do what you have to do.
Right.
You won't get to your destiny. So people of God, God has already set up our destinies. But some of us don't want to go in our war room. Some of us don't want to come to church and pray and fast. My God, I was having an issue this week. My God, I called Brother Mark and I said, brother, sir, beloved, man of God, everything we call it. Because when I get ready to tell him, say, I don't think I can speak on Sunday. You can't take me now, Brother Mark. Him coming and Sister Shannon gone and him there now. Can't balance. Shannon will always say something to me when I come in my feelings. She just tell me this stuff straight.
Yes.
My God, and that's why they're good friends.
Yes.
Hallelujah. So Brother Man said, we are talking about woman and God have the word now.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
My God. But the point is, hold this. Guess what? Mind change quick. My God, because guess what? I must get to my destiny and I must get to my purpose. The devil is a liar. He comes and he whispers things into your ears. Oh my God, my God. But I hear the Spirit of the Lord saying, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am more than a conqueror through Christ Jesus who loves me. He also says he's going to fix everything that concerns me. Oh, shit. So whatever the enemy is saying unto you, my God, this afternoon, just remind you that your destiny already, look here. The men didn't know that Ahab knew about them, God. They didn't have a clue. Them destiny was away from them. My God, my God. Can you imagine? The king hear about them and I look for them. They never know. Picture yourself. Back in the time. The king, hey, my God. And Ahab, God already spoke that thing in her heart. Yes, God. The person who sowed into my life, when I was just trying to contemplate, what am I going to do? The Spirit of the Lord already spoke it into that person's heart. So whether she want to do it or not, or he want to do it or not, it's not about you. If God can use that donkey, my God, it's not that you're so kind and you're so wonderful. No, I lie, I tell. It's because the Spirit of the Lord allowed you to do that thing. Oh God, in the name of Jesus. Your destiny already knows that you are on the way. My God, you're coming. You are coming. My God, that seat in the heavenly places. My God, that seat among kings and queens and royalties. My God, it already knows that you're coming. It's just waiting for you to move. You got to get up and you've got to move. I'm closing. Verse 32. Let me see what it says. I have a note here. Verse 32. My God.
Hallelujah.
32. But when, no, is this the right one? No, I think yes. The devil is a liar. I was about to read something else. Anyway, the verse 32 says, and he looked around to see her who had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell down before him, and she told him the whole truth. And verse 34 said, and he said to her, daughter.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Remember when Amy Klein said, you remember when you remember in the first previous? Remember that? When the Bible said she was unknown.
Yes.
My God. And please note that Jesus never referred to anybody else as God.
It's true. Yes, that's true. That makes sense.
When I came across that during my examination, my God. From no name to daughter.
Awesome, girl. Awesome.
From no name to
Somebody.
What's an elevation that is?
Yes, my God.
Not even friend.
Daughter. Belong.
Guess what? The transfusion took place.
Yes.
My God. So she's now his blood child? Yeah! What a God! Let's say, 12 long years! Went away in an instant because she believed about the God that she heard about. And now she was transformed to be a daughter. We are now sons and daughters of the living God. Once you accepted the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you are justified and you are become free and you are now sons and daughters. You don't have to sit down in your mess because God wants to turn your mess into a message. He wants to clean us up. What a reassurance! She said,
Hey.
your faith has made you well. Oh, hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Now, I don't know what you've been called. Sometimes people put label on us.
Yes. Yes.
When I was younger, They said, oh, she just told me like her mother. No disrespect to my mother, but my mother is very quiet and, you know, she's no mother. I won't get into it. But they said, no, she's just gonna be like her mother. My God. No, I'm not. My God. In the name of Jesus, sometimes people with labels on you.
Oh, yes, they do.
The enemies
Yes, they do.
tell lies about you.
Yeah.
He said that you're no good. You're not going to make it. He even says to some people, there's no reason for living. Like Job's wife. Why don't you curse God? I'm just dying.
That's right.
But the devil is a liar.
Yes.
My God. It's time we stop believing the lies of the enemy.
Yes. Amen.
There is a purpose inside of us. There is a destiny that we have to get to. My God, and the Spirit of the Lord is saying, you are more than a conqueror.
Yes.
He's saying that you have to move.
Yes.
Reach out and claim your miracles and your breakthroughs.
Jesus' name.
Sons and daughters, your destiny already knows that you are coming.
Yes.
If you want God to move on your behalf,
Yes.
if you want to overcome, make the move to the altar today.
Yes.
If you are here and you're not saved, guess what? You've just heard about the man called Jesus.
Yeah.
My God.
Thank you, Jesus.
All the woman did was that she heard of a man named Jesus. There's a song on Caleb that says, I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody. Hey! Who saved my soul. So guess what? I'm just a nobody on today. Trying to tell everybody about somebody that saved my soul. And the song says, the water is troubled, my friend. Stay right in. God Almighty power is moving this hour. No longer stand on dry and the water is troubled, my friend. Step right in. The water is troubled, my friend. Step right in. God Almighty power is moving this hour. No longer stand on dry and the water is troubled, my friend. Step right in. One more time. The water is troubled, my friend. Step right in. God Almighty power is moving this hour. No longer stand on dry and the water is troubled, my friend. Step right in. Hallelujah.